shown Brahman is Nityam, Sarvapyapi, Advaitam. Verse 4 and 5 showed Brahman is Nityam. You are indestructible, remember? Then the 6th one showed Brahman is all pervasive. Everywhere. Consciousness is everywhere in that sense. Then the 7th one showed through Adhyasa, showed Brahman is non-dual, Advaitam. Those who have studied Taittiriya Upanishad, they should ring a bell. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Brahman is existence, consciousness, Anantam, without limit, without infinity. What do you mean without limit, without infinity? Limits are space, time and object. I can't explain. Those who have studied, they will know. Space, Desha, Kala, Vastu, limits. Limitation in Kala means born and dying, created and destroyed. Unlimited in time means Nityam, eternal. So unlimited in time, Anantam, Kala, no limits in time. Then the limitation in space means only here and not there. This is located in theory. Gurgaon is located in the NCR region. Or Haryana, I'm not sure. Haryana. So, Haryana will say it is Haryana. Delhi will say it is NCR. So, it is located. India has its boundaries. Asia has its boundaries. The world has its limit. So everything is located in space, limited in space. Unlimited in space means all-pervasive, Sarvapriyananda. Object limitation, Vastu Paricheda. It means it's a very interesting concept. Every object is just itself and nothing else. The table is just table. Table is not a chair. Chair is not the Swami. Swami is not the sky. Sky is not the ocean. So every object is separate from the other object. This is another way of saying identity. Everything has its own identity and separated from everything else. This is a limit. This is actually, the Vedantics will say, this is a kind of poverty. It's a kind of limit. You have excluded the whole universe. To be one thing only, you have excluded the whole universe. How mean, how small, how little. Now, no limit in object means no object is separate from it. Limit in object means every object is separate from you. Other than you yourself, you are identical only to yourself. And everyone else is separate from you. Advaita says, no limit in object, that means nothing is separate from you. Nothing is separate from you means there is no second reality apart from you. No second reality, non-dual, Advaita. So that was proved in the 7th verse, Advaita. Hence, what is mentioned in Taittiriya Upanishad, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, he is following that here. See, he always sees himself as a bee collecting from different flowers. He collects some arguments from Vidyaranya Swami. He collects this from Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma of Taittiriya Upanishad. Next you will see he collects from Mandukya Upanishad. Like this, he collects. So he is bringing it here. You can enjoy it, you will see what he is doing. Alright. And his talent is to express all that in half a verse. If you don't know all that, you can still enjoy the verse. If you know all that, your enjoyment is manifold multiplied. You see the depth of it. It's like the peak of a mountain. The peak of the mountain is small, but it stands on a huge mountain. This one is on the peak of the mountain. I think the cover picture also shows that. But below that is a vast structure of so many texts, so many arguments, so many thousands, hundreds of years, if not thousands of years of development of Advaita. This is he's putting it together. Anyway, now, so this was my comment. That is how you should see what has happened. You should see the track. You should track his development of his thought. He seems to be defending his thesis that Brahman is, that I am Brahman. He is defending it. But at the same time, he is bringing in the Upanishads and putting it into his honey which is making here. Now, the question. The question Neeruji asked is a question all of us will come to when you spend some time thinking about Vedanta. And the question you will ask is, When did all this start? So if I am Brahman, then when did I become a Jiva? You see, all of this is due to my ignorance. So when did ignorance start? When? Where? And most of all, why? Somebody was asking what's the point of it?
Yes.
Why? And the answer to this question is, Vivekananda says, the question itself is wrong. Why? That also one can ask. Why? You're asking why? When? Why? If you say the question is wrong, that also you can ask, why is the question wrong? It seems to be a good question to me. Why is it wrong?
Time, space, causation.
Yes, yes. So I used to think like that also. Why is this question wrong? It also, a question came to me. Swami Vivekananda himself explained it. In one place I was reading recently. It goes like this. So this world is due to a projection of, is because of Maya. So you can speak, even I am pure consciousness. Nothing in this world is different from me. That's what we have been saying here. I am all pervasive. But nothing is different. That means there is an experience of some other thing. I am all pervasive. That means all is there. That's why you are saying all pervasive. Yeah? So why is this all there? If only reality is Satchidananda Brahma, if I am, I shine, that must be the only thing that, why all this? This is the question. And the answer in Vedanta is Maya. Because of Maya, all of this is appearing. But we may ask, why Maya? Even why should Maya be there? Only I am shining should be there. All this is appearing, now you are introducing Maya to explain it because your philosophy is not accounting for all this. Some explanatory mechanism you are using. Maya. Why Maya, if you ask? And Swami Vivekananda says it's a wrong question. Why Maya? Why is it wrong? You must see what is Maya. Time, space, causation. Maya is Desha, Kala, and the time, space, causation. One way of looking at Maya. Swami Vivekananda said, this universe is the wreckage of the infinite on the shores of time, space, causation. Infinite, Brahman, you. Limitless existence, consciousness, space. So what is this universe? It is you, but through the lens, through the prism of time, space, causation. He has also drawn a diagram. So I will come to explain this. But now let me come to the point. Why is it wrong to ask this question? Why is the question wrong? You can ask, but why is it wrong? And that will also be the answer. That will be the answer. I see if it satisfies you. Look at the nature of time, space, causation. If you ask, what is there before time? Then your answer should be that this is a wrong question. Why is it a wrong question? Because when you say before, after, these are time words. You have already accepted time. Only when time is there, it makes sense to say before, after. If you ask, what is outside space? Universal space. What is outside space? If you say, like that, there, outside space. What is there outside space? Question is wrong. Because outside and inside are space words. You've already accepted space. Then only outside and inside makes sense. Similarly, if you ask, why at all one has become many? Why at all Brahman is appearing as his universe? Why at all Brahman as Maya? Why, if you ask? The question is wrong. Why? Because when you ask a question, what kind of answer do you expect? Whenever we ask why, what kind of answer do we expect? What will satisfy you? If I ask the question, why is it raining? What kind of answer do I expect? You say, because of clouds. Why are there clouds? Because of evaporation. Why is there evaporation? Because of the sun. Like this you have to think, why? Answer to why is always because. When you ask why, you are asking for a cause. Tell me the cause. That means when you ask a question of why, you have already accepted causation, causality, Maya. You cannot ask why Maya. It's like asking why. It's like asking what is before time, what is outside space. Outside space, meaningless question. Before time, meaningless question. Why causation? Why causality at all? Meaningless question. Because causality already accepted cause and effect.
Shall I make one statement and that's the end of my question?
No, don't end.
No.
Questions should be endless.
Maharaj, have we read, understood intellectually, to the extent I can? The ultimate answer comes reconciliation. It is not ultimate for me. Like I said, I asked about that Anand is no experience. And I contain myself that we are trying to understand what we already have accepted, Manavachanantik. And now I am looking for its feeling. Anand that I don't feel. That comes within one vachan. So the day I will get to that state, Manavachanantik, then and only then I will experience it. That's why they say that's where I contain myself with all these things.
It is true.
It's so hard to live with all these questions in the head,
It is true, but that you are Manavachana Ati beyond mind and speech. You see, that state. It's not that, it's that.
But that state that we are talking, we are, but we are continuously experiencing duality. We are not rising about all these dvandva, sukha, dukha and all that. There must be a state there, like Thakur realized people have felt that, separations and all that. When we do reach that, then the question may not be there.
Good. Completely accepted. But Advaita Vedanta here would like to add a footnote. Don't look for a state. Don't look for a state.
Don't look for a state.
What Advaita Vedanta is talking about is not a state. It is the reality present in all the states. Samadhi is a state. You are now in the waking state. Dream is another state. Deep sleep is another state. Samadhi is another state. But Brahman is not a state. Understand it in this way. Gold can be made into jewels. Necklace, bracelet, ring, tiara, whatnot. Many kinds of jewels, ornaments, who can make gold. Now, gold is not another kind of ornament. If you are saying, when we get to the ornament called gold, then only, and now we are only in the bracelet and tiara level. When we get to the ornament called gold, then we will realize the truth. What is the answer? You already have that thing called gold. It's not, the only thing is, it's not an ornament. It's, in Hindi, if I put it, तो सोना क्या है? वो मसला है जिससे जेवर बनते हैं. ब्रह्म क्या है? वो वही मसला है जिससे आपका जागृत, स्वप्न, सुषुप्ति, समाधि, सब कुछ, ज्ञान, अज्ञान, सब कुछ बनता है उससे. It's already available to us here. Then what is the problem? Problem is not going from one state to another. In yoga, the problem is you are in a vikshipta state. Your mind is scattered. You must make it ekatra, concentrated, and then samadhi, the niruddha. That is the yogic. You go from this state of the mind to that state of the mind. Advaita Vedanta says, no. The only problem is going from ignorance to knowledge. In the 13th chapter, 2nd verse, Shankaracharya, he says, Jnana ajnanayoho anyatvena upavatte. Everything becomes clear when you understand the difference between knowledge and ignorance. What Advaita Vedanta is trying to do is clear up the ignorance by giving us this knowledge, not trying to take us to another state. Then you can happily go from waking to dreaming to deep sleep to samadhi and back again. All of that you can happily go and back and forth. The state approach, Sri Ramakrishna says, চোখ বন্ধ করলে তিনি আছেন, চোখ খুললে তিনি নেই, এ কেমন ঈশ্বর? When I close my eyes, God is there. When I open my eyes, God is not there. Of course, it's a different matter for most of us. Close eyes, open eyes, both cases, God is not there. But he says, if I open my eyes, God is not there. What kind of God is it? That is the state problem. That from this state, if I go to another state, then God disappears for me. No, it does not. Once this knowledge is clear, try to stay with it. It will become clear. When this knowledge is clear, you will see everything falls into place. Yes.
Swami, I just wanted to ask, like when architects or interior designers, they take brief from a client and they have to visualize and deliver it, this concept of Advaita becomes very difficult then. Then what is the need of that? What is the need? The visualization then doesn't make sense.
Right. What is the need of architecture, or what is the need of anything at all?
No, specifically I want to ask this. Like, as an architect or a designer, you are designing a space.
Yes.
You are making it beautiful for them. They have
Yes.
different requirements. So what is the need of that if the whole world is one and if this is false?
The need for all need is within Maya. What is the need for that? We need a space because we are human beings. We need a space to live in. We are aesthetic beings. That's why the space has to be an aesthetic space, beautiful space. And that's why you need specialized knowledge of an architect. Just like that, every vidya, all vidyas originate with Maya. But they're all grounded in Brahman. Mundaka Upanishad says, Brahma Vidya, Sarvavidya Pratishtha. This knowledge of Brahman, the Brahma Vidya, is the first and the foundational knowledge, because Brahman is the first. From that comes everything. But more deeper knowledge question, if you ask, what is the need for anything at all? If it's all one and we are Brahman. Yeah. If you ask, notice, the answer is no need at all. The moment we say we have a need, we mean we are apurna. We are apurna. Then we are acting from a need. Shankaracharya has this phrase, avidya kama karma. From ignorance, we feel we are incomplete. We are not purna. We are not full. We are not satisfied. But even if we are satisfied, it is momentary. So apurna. From that comes kama, desire. I want money, I want comfort, I want pleasure, I want people around me, I want gadgets, I want popularity, success. So this comes from apurnata. And I don't want old age, disease, people disliking me, failure, poverty. I don't want. This all comes from apurnata. And then what happens? We act from that, karma. And then the law of karma takes over and we are whirled around in the merry-go-round of samsara. Now, once you realize you are purnam, this will give it to you. This knowledge will give you the feeling and the realization of your purnatva. Then will this all stop? It will not stop. For this answer, you need to look at the lives of saints. Look at the life of Thakur, of Vivekananda, Sarada, Ramana Maharshi, many others. Now their actions, what they are all doing, you ask what is the need? You find there is no need at all for them. Either they are responding to the need of people around them, or they are just expressing the joy they feel within themselves. Maharaj was speaking about Jiddu Krishnamurti yesterday. Somebody asked him, so he used to say that there is no need to speak. There is no need from within, the enlightened one. And somebody asked him, sir, why do you speak? He's always speaking. Why do you speak? Do you ask the sun for it, why it shines? So from an enlightened person's perspective, all activities become an expression of Brahman for them. Not apurnatva, not need. None of them, their activity is need-based. Only need there is loka kalyana, for the welfare of others. Even that also may not be there. It just is an expression of the delight they have got within. They're expressing it, the delight. So we are moving from this to that. Externally it may not change. You may still have the same job, same kind of, yes.
My thought is on that jalebi.
Yes.
So in that dream state, if I say it like this, that in the dream state, since there was no feeling of karta, so there was no action normally. So then that is why it was unreal. Whereas in the waking state, one jalebi that we ate had I-ness, karta.
No.
Then it is an act.
No.
Can I put it this way?
No. In the dream state also you felt, I am eating.
No, but then the moment I woke up, the I-ness was over. It was a dream. I was not.
Alright.
This example, I give another example.
No, wait. Let's work with this example. When you wake up, you say, I did not eat, it was a dream. Correct? The act is falsified. And the jalebi which was seen in the dream, will you say there was a real jalebi or it's a dream, there was no real jalebi? No real jalebi, that's what we're trying to say. The jalebi you saw in the dream when you wake up, no real. Neither there was a jalebi, nor did you eat it, nor were you really there in the dining hall, but it was all a dream. It did not happen. Not just this country.
I give it a different shape. This example. In the dream, I did a sin. I woke up and said, no, it is not a sin because it was a dream. But in the living state, I did a...
Not living, waking.
In the waking state, I did a wrong act and it is considered as a karma. Sin, whatever. So then there is that feeling of karta. In the dreaming state, there was no karta.
Again and again harping on that. True. In the dream state, there was Tapovan. That's why you felt it was the sin. When you woke up, see, when you wake up, everything about the dream state is falsified. The Kartritva is falsified, the objects are falsified, the action is falsified, the people there are falsified. It's not only that when you wake up, only I did not do it. See, when you wake up from the dream, and then you consider eating the 3 jalebis, will you say, oh, I did not eat the jalebis, but the jalebis were there. The 3 jalebis I saw in the dream were there. Those are real jalebis. If I go to the dining hall, I'll find those 3 sitting right there. I did not eat it. Will you say like that? You'll say, no, the jalebis were not there. I was not eating. The Tritva was not there. The objects also were not there.
But during dream, they were all there.
No, but then my karma phal happens only in the waking state.
Yes.
So if that be so, all my karma phal would have been multiplied. Dream negative activity, living negative activity. Karma phal would have been.
But in waking
It doesn't happen because it's not real.
Can we understand it this way, that in waking state we put our mind consciously to the act that I am doing, and in dreaming state it is only a projection. I am not consciously connecting my mind to the act.
No. If you look, if you think back upon your dream state, it seemed like the waking state. At that time, you were not thinking, I can eat as many jalebis as I want because there's no Kartritva here. So there will be no effect. My sugar will not increase. All that's true, but at that time you felt just like the waking state.
What he is saying, that if I take my dream state and my waking state to be equal, then my sins are growing exponentially because I am sinning in.
You have to think carefully here. Think philosophically. If I take the dream state and the waking state to be equal, what do you mean equal? Equally true or equally false?
Equally false.
If you take dream state and waking state to be equally false, then what will happen?
So then, why is it at one state I have an action? I record an action, and the other state I won't record an action?
Because that did not happen. That's not real. It would be very strange if you woke up from the dream and you realize, oh, it was a dream. There were no 3 jalebis. I did not eat the 3 jalebis. But my sugar is going up. The doctor said, did you dream of eating jalebis? That is why your sugar is going up. No. If you regard the dream state as equal to the waking state, then your dream jalebi eating should send your waking sugar level high also. It does not happen. Because the dream state is you, in a waking state, you falsify the dream state. When you wake up, what happens? You say it did not happen. It seemed like that, but it did not happen. Why go to the waking state or dream state also? Go to virtual reality. Go to a movie. Nothing that happened in the movie is affecting you in the movie goer. It's just an aesthetic enjoyment for the movie goer. In a movie, dramatic things may have happened. There may be disasters. But nothing happened really to your waking state.
Can you make a comment?
No. If you make a comment on this is Maya Parampara,
No,
it will keep on increasing the confusion.
I am thinking that he is.
Don't analyze this question. Your own question, please ask.
Solve others' problems, solve your own problems.
That is how samsara
We all
has
have enough suffering ourselves.
So,
Let us not
can
solve
I
others' problems.
analyze my own question, what you answered? How do I make it reality?
What do you make reality?
Like Jagat, Mithya, because you know, you
Alright, let's hold on to that. How do I make it a reality? How do I make the falsity of the word a reality for me? That's what you're asking.
Right, how do I...
Let you answer the question. When you see a snake in the rope, when you see a snake in the rope, and somebody tells you that it's not a snake, it's a rope, how do you make that snake false?
because
By?
Superimposed.
Yes, all that is theory, but actually, practically, how do you make that snake false? By?
Knowledge.
Experience.
Yeah.
Knowledge or experience of what?
What is real?
Of the rope.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to that. Of the rope. Knowledge of the rope makes the superimposed snake false. You can repeat it 10 times. Knowledge of the rope makes the superimposed snake false. Knowledge of Brahman, your nature as pure consciousness, makes the Jagat false. How? Your question is, how will I make this world false? You cannot. Sitting here in this way, you cannot. You have to realize that I am that pure consciousness. Then when you look back upon Jagat, you will see it will appear as an appearance in pure consciousness. It will be clear then. What we are trying to do is, sitting here as a body, as a person, here, and then saying, this one is false, but I am true. It can't be. How do you make the dream false? By waking up. Waking up to what? Or waking state. How do you make this Jagat false? By waking up. Waking up to what? To Brahman, our reality. That is what the meaning is. Uttishtata jagrata prapya varan vibodhata. In Mundaka Upanishad it says, Swami Vivekananda, he translated it as, arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached. And the Upanishad says, arise from the dream of, from Nidra, the dream of Maya, from this delusion. Awaken to your reality, that you are Brahman. Shankara's commentary on this. Good. But this brings us to a crucial point in the discussion. This session will go on till 20. Okay, good time. Crucial point in discussion, how do we do this? Whatever the discussion has been going on till now, the Lakshmidhara Kavi will say, our real problem is identification with body mind. So now he will tackle that in the next two verses. In this verse, verse number 8, verse number 8, very important verse. This is the first step in Advaita Vedanta. What is the first step in Advaita Vedanta? To dissociate from the so-called body-mind, which I have so far not questioned at all. I think I am this one. I not only think that, it's not a philosophical position, it's very natural to me. I think that, I feel that, I behave in that way. My whole worldview is based on, I am this body-mind. I never ever question this. And that's why Advaita Vedanta is so radical. It hits at the very root of our conception of the world and myself. So the first step in Advaita Vedanta is to see I am not this body-mind. Then is there second step? Yes. First step is to see I am not the body-mind. Then what am I? I am the witness consciousness, Sakshi. I am the awareness to which body-mind is appearing. Then the second step will be this very awareness is Brahman, the one reality, Satchidananda of this entire universe. In fact, in that case, body, mind, world are nothing but me. See, it's very interesting. In the first step, you separate from body, mind. Second step, you reintegrate back body, mind and word into yourself. So if everything is, I am everything, Brahman is everything, why not start there? Why this separation? Because right now, we are identified with a part of the projection, this one body mind. As long as I am identified with this one body mind, you are all separate from me. The world is separate from me. And I have set up a samsara with this world, based on the identification with this body mind. When I step back from this body mind, first of all, do viveka, separation. Separation not physical. You can't do it with forceps. Separate sakshi, pull out sakshi from the body mind. No. In our understanding and in our experience, we will see. Right now, in reality also, we are not body mind. It just seems like that. When we realize clearly I am not the body mind, then we will realize that I am that one reality in which all bodies, minds and world are just appearances. That is the second step and final step. That is the realization, Aham Brahmasmi. But first step is this. First step, separation. Second step, reintegration, oneness. Swami Vivekananda put it this way. This is Vedanta. What is Vedanta? Swami Vivekananda said, the divinity within ourselves and the oneness of all existence. The divinity within ourselves and the oneness of all existence. What is the divinity within ourselves? The Sakshi Chaitanya, pure consciousness. What is the mortality in ourselves? Body, mind, this is mortality. What is the immortal? It is Sakshi Chaitanya. So first realize that which we are. Then next step is to the oneness of all existence, Swami Vivekananda says. That is Brahman. So first find out that you are Sakshi Chaitanya, and this Sakshi Chaitanya is none other than Brahman, the oneness of all existence. That's all what it's to be done. But unless we do the first separation, what will happen is falsity of the world, oneness of existence, all will seem like theories. So first we must do this. And all the source of all our problems is this identification. Samsara comes identification with body mind. Identification is like a philosophical term. It's a much more vital, serious problem. It's not abstract. I am this. Every problem of this body is my problem. Every problem of this mind is mine. Isn't it? People will say, yeah, that is true, isn't it? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. As long as we hold on to this, we are holding on to samsara with our own hands. Swami Vivekananda says, thine only is the hand that holds the rope that drags thee on. Let go thy hold, sannyasi mode, say Om Tat Sat Om. So that we are trying to let go of our hold. Don't worry, what will happen to body if I let go of my hold of the body? Body will be happy. We are suffocating the body. Body will be healthier. Mind will be so free and happy once we step back from body mind. They are nice instruments, nice vehicles. They are very good servants, terrible masters. Saint Francis used to call body brother ass, donkey. Na deho nendriyam chaham, na deho nendriyam chaham, na prano na mano na dhi, na prano na mano na dhi, mamata parirabdhatvad, mamata parirabdhatvad, akridatvad dhiyah, akridatvad dhiyah. I am neither the body nor the senses, neither life force nor mind nor intelligence. Out of playfulness, the sense of mind has embraced the idea of this. Very nice. Now, we will first see. First line is important. Most of Vedanta is spent in that first line. We often chant Nirvana Shatakam, so many times we chant. This first line is the whole Nirvana Shatakam, this first line. What is Nirvana Shatakam? If you just think, Chidananda Rupa Shivoham. But before you chant Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, what do you chant? You chant Manobuddhahankara Chittaninaham Najashrudra Jibhe Najagrana Najavyoma Bhumir Natejo Navayu. Then only Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. What is this happening? Separation. First stage of Vedanta. First stage of Vedanta. Only by stepping back from mind, from intellect, from memory, from ego. Each of these is a very powerful thing. From the sensory system, from the body made of the 5 elements. Then we have any right to say Chidananda Rupa Shiva. Stepping back from the mind is a huge, huge thing. Most of the problem is that which we have to step back from, that which we are using it as an instrument. All our Vedanta is done by the intellect, by the buddhi and the mind. But we have to step back from the mind while using it. Free ourselves. This also is a question, side issue, but I'll just point out. Some of you might think, just a minute, you're talking about something beyond the mind, but you're using the mind. True. What else will you use? See, the solution has to come at the level of the problem. The level of the problem is at the level of the mind. It is the mind which has ignorance. So knowledge has to come in the mind. Does Brahman, Sakshi Chaitanya, Atma have any use for your Vedanta? No. When you become enlightened, do you have any use for Vedanta? No. The Upanishads themselves say, Vedas say, Yatra Veda Aveda Bhavanti. That realization, where the Vedas will become no Vedas for you have heard the reality. It's not book learning. It's not a book. The book is only a pointer. The book is a mirror which shows you what you already are. Once you have seen, you don't need the book. Alright. Now, let us engage in this is called Atma Anatma Vichara. Enquiry into self, not self. Why do you do that? Because what is not self, we have already taken it as the self. So, you have to carefully separate. Upanishad says Munjadi Vaishika. So there is a particular grass used in worship. It has got these stalks, and in between, the leaves are there, in between the stalks, it has to be carefully pulled down. This is an example. Similarly, in our discernment, in our inquiry, to carefully separate Atma and Anatma. Why you have to separate? Because they are mixed up. Sri Ramakrishna put it this way. Chinite balite mishe ache. Pimpre alada korte pare. Sand and sugar are mixed up. It's the ant which can carefully separate them. Dudhe jale mishe ache. Hash alada korte pare. Milk and water are kshira neera. Milk and water are mixed up. Now there is a myth that, I don't know if it's a myth or true, but there are swans which can drink it and leave the water and drink the milk. And then last one is of course untranslatable in English. Golmale maal ache. Gold ki baat nahi, malti lao. You can do it in Bengali or Hindi. Golmaal mein maal hai. Gol ko chhod do aur maal le lo. What is the golmaal? Here. Here is golmaal. And here in this retreat, we are in the process of extracting the maal from the gold. So, this one we are going to do now. Separate sand and sugar, milk and water, the maal from the gold. Golmaal. Nadeha. This is Atma, Anatma, Viveka. What is going on? Separation of Atma and Anatma, self and not self. Which one are you? Don't say Anatma. I am Atma. Atma means self. Just self. In Hindi they say Apa, Apna Apa. You yourself. You yourself from what you are not. In technical Advaita Vedanta, this is called Tvam Padartha Shodhana. Inquiry into the nature of Tvam, you. Remember Tattvamasi? To understand what is Tattvamasi, you must understand what is Tat and what is Tvam. That and you. So this is the inquiry to find out what you are or what I am. This is the inquiry. Now Deha, not the body. So why am I not the body? I feel I am the body. Why am I not the body? So here, this is arguments will be given. I'll give you multiple arguments. I can give you 8 or 9 arguments. I'll give you, say, 5 to begin with. These arguments, listen carefully, understand, and then more important, see that it's a fact actually. Then it will help us. An actual physical feeling, I am the body, cannot be overcome by a theoretical argument. You may understand the argument, still go on feeling I am the body. We must understand the argument, then see it as a fact. That will enable us to separate from the body. Separate from the body, don't be scared. It's not that you will float away from the body. You will be able to treat the body as what it is, an object, as an instrument, not as I. Alright, here are the arguments. One is changing, unchanging. So the body has changed. It changes continuously. The body, if you look at the picture of your baby pictures and yourself now, so much difference. So much difference. But you identify as, I was that one, I am here in this body now. I am the same one. Your memory or your common sense or your parents will tell you, this is this is you as the baby. What you are right now, same one. Your parents will tell you, common sense will tell you, law will tell you, you're the same one. Law will tell you, society will tell you. You are same, but body has changed continuously. Okay, I understand that. So what? But changing and unchanging cannot be literally the same thing. When I say I am the body, I am the same one unchanging from babyhood till now. I'm the same one, same person, same whatever. Atma, person, whatever you call it. But the body has changed tremendously. So much food has flowed through this body. Food and drink have flowed out. And body has developed and changed over years and decades. And the Buddhists have a practice. You sit in meditation. One practice is the food we have eaten. Imagine the food that we have eaten in the breakfast today. Delicious kachori and cornflakes and poha and whatever. And the food, add to that plate, just actually what you ate. Add to the plate what you ate for dinner last night, including jalebi. You add to that. Then try to remember what you ate for lunch yesterday. Add to that. You eat one more plate maybe, or two more plates. Then add to that what you had for breakfast yesterday. Add to that what we had since coming here last 3 days. You need half of the table to fill it up. Imagine what we had in 1 month, in 1 year, how much of rice and dal and chapati. We don't think about it. The amount of resources that has gone into this little body. And the amount of food which we have consumed in 1 year of our life, in 10 years of our life, in 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years of our life. Now visualize it in front of you. Mountains of rice, lakes of dal, entire forests of sabji. Even the worst Rakshasa in Ramayana and Mahabharata does not eat so much. What we have eaten. Each one of us. Actually, in this life itself. Even Rakshasas will be ashamed to see this. But each one of us eats like this. And that's what goes to maintain this one body. And they think what they want to show is the vanity of life. With all these resources poured into this life, what do we have to show for it? Grumbling, complaining. This is bad, that is bad, I have not achieved this. Life is miserable, I am so unhappy. After consuming so much of the earth's resources. Each one of us. Anyway, so this body is a stream of food and drink. It's being converted into this body. That which is changing and unchanging cannot be the same thing. I, the unchanging, cannot be the changing body. I am the unchanging, not by some Vedanta that you are Atma, Brahman. No. Just by my own recollection and my own identity as the same person, whatever I am. So I cannot literally be the body. Nirvikara savikara. Body is savikara with modification. You, the self, whatever you are, Atma, Brahma, whatever, you are nirvikara. How? By your own admission. Then the second argument is a more sophisticated argument. Drashta and Drishya. The object of our knowledge and the knower. They are two different things. The seer and the seen are two different things. Just as these eyes are seeing, and everything the eyes are seeing are different from the eyes. They have to be. And the eyes cannot see themselves. They can see everything other than the eyes. And whatever can be seen, they can see those things far away on the hills and mountains they can see. But this eye which is closest to itself, it cannot see. Swami, look in the mirror. There's a reflection of the eyes. That the eyes are not seeing directly. The way the eyes are seeing these things directly, the eyes cannot see themselves directly. Take a selfie. That's a picture of the eyes. That's not the eyes seen directly. The eyes can only see something different from itself. The seer and the seen must be different. In philosophy, they say subject and object are different. In grammar, they say the subject and the object, kartri karma virodha, they have to be different. They cannot be the same thing. Knife cannot cut itself. Similarly, seer and seen are different. Okay, so what are you trying to say? Look at the body. The body is seen. I can see it. As I see the table, I can see the body. I can see it, I can touch it, I can smell it, taste it. If the stomach is rumbling with hunger, I can hear it. All five senses objectify this body. I can think about it, I can like it or dislike it. My mind and my emotions also objectify this body. So this body is an object. Drishya. I am drashta. Drashta and drishya must be different. You cannot literally be this body. The knower of the body cannot be the body. It may be embodied. You may be here in this body, but you are distinct. So, drashta and drishya are different. Therefore, I am drashta of the body, am not literally the body. I cannot literally be bone and flesh and blood. All of them are here, and I am also here, but I am not the same. Identical. Third argument. Chetana and Jada. This is improvement over the second argument. I am conscious of the body. The body is not conscious of me. The body is not conscious of itself. The body is not conscious of anything else. It is unconscious. It is Jada, inert, insentient. I am sentient. I am conscious. Conscious, non-conscious cannot be the same thing. By definition, two different things. Notice, you are conscious of the body. I am aware of the body. Is the body aware of me? Saying, hello Sarvapriyananda, how are you? Is it saying, is it aware of me? Is it noticing me? No. Is it noticing all of you? No, I am noticing all of you. Body is not noticing all of you. I am using the body to notice all of you. Body is not autonomously noticing you. There is no conscious experience in the body apart from me, the conscious embodied being. Body does not even know itself consciously. Okay, so Chetana Jada, therefore I am not the body. Further, Ekam Anekam. How do you regard yourself? One or many? Do you think of yourself as a committee or one person? One person. Even people with multiple personality disorder, they have multiple personalities, but they are one person at a time. At one time, one is in charge. Others are there, but they are like others. They are not the subject. The subject is always one of them. So I am one. Look at the body. Is it one or many? It's a complex of many, many things. Parts of the body, organs, organ systems, tissues, cells, tremendous systems, like nervous system, respiratory, digestive, so many things. Tremendously complicated entity. It's a complex entity. I am singular and single, one entity. It's a psychological argument. Clearly, my nature, whatever I am as a self, I am a self. I am not a committee of selves. The body is definitely a committee. They say now there are more, seems to be like more. They say in the body there is a whole ecosystem of bacteria. More bacteria than we have cells. so look at the body. It's like a metropolis. Busy, inhabited by so many other beings. I am the self single. Body is many. Ekam Anekam. Ekam Anekam. Single is a problem in USA. Anybody who's single, they all feel bad. I'm single, I'm not married, I don't have boyfriend, girlfriend. To so much so, in church, I saw one father. All those who are single, please raise your hand. Don't feel shy. Jesus was single. They didn't know, thank God, Jesus was single. It's okay to be single. As self, you are single, you are always one. Not multiple, not plural. Ekam Anekam. What other argument can we give? That is Pratyak Bahi. That's a cute argument. No, I can give it. think you are with respect to the body? Here's the body. If I feel, where am I? Am I there? Am I at the tip of the fingernail? Or am I somewhere inside? Inside. With respect to the body, I feel inside. And with respect to me, the body feels like an outer coating. That which is inside and that which is outside cannot be the same. Pratyak para. Pratyak is inner. Vahi apara is external. This is a psychological argument. So these are enough. I am not the body, na deha. Why not? Because savikar, nirvikar, I am nirvikar, unchanging. Body is continuously changing. The two cannot be the same, therefore not body. Second, drashta drishya, I am the seer, body is the seen. Drashta and drishya cannot be the same, therefore I am not the body. Chetana jada, I am conscious of the body. Body is not conscious of me. I am conscious, body is not conscious, therefore I cannot be the body. Chetana jada. Then ekam anekam, one and many. Therefore I am one. Body is definitely a compound of many entities. Where one and many cannot be, simple and complex cannot be literally the same thing. So, I am not the body. Pratyak parak. So, the body is external to me, I am interior to the body. How do you know? That's how we feel. That's how we feel. That's how we locate ourselves. When you are asked to locate, I am here, I am here somewhere. We don't feel I am there, disembodied. Except it may be out of body experience or whatever. Alright. Therefore, I am not the body, na deha. You said this way it will take forever. No. Same arguments. Pick the three powerful arguments. Changing, unchanging, seer and the seen, conscious, not conscious. That's why you take these three. These are common arguments. Now apply. Na indriya, not the sensory system. You will find sensory system also changes. Eyes, sharp, 20/20 vision. Now I need glasses. Changed. But I, the one who had 20/20 vision, now I am the one who needs glasses. Which one? Are they different one or same one? Same one. Eyes, different. It changed. You can have eye transplant. You can have this lens implant. Before the implant, same eye. After the implant, with the implant, same eye. But the eye is different. The eyes become different. Don't get confused. One is vertical eye, one is EY. So, na indriyam, na prana, na mana, na dhi. What he is doing here is, he is distinguishing pancha kosha vichara. I am not the annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha, and anandamaya. Anandamaya is not mentioned, but he has gone up to vijnanamaya. Na dhi, this is vijnanamaya. Mana means manomaya, prana means pranamaya. And this indriyam also is the pranamaya, deha is annamaya. He has done pancha kosha vichara. Let's do that and I'll make one comment and stop. We'll do this exercise, actual Panchakosha Vichara, in order to locate our real nature as not body, not mind. Panchakosha Vilakshana Atma, Avasthatraya Sakshi Atma, Dehatraya Sakshi Atma, that we're trying to locate. One thing to remember, very crucial, do not try to locate the Atma as an object. Because at the end of it, I tried very hard, Swami, I couldn't find it. Don't try to find it. Or let all the effort be in dissociation. Be clear, I am not this body. Just be clear about that. Then that Atma that you are will become clear by itself. It's not Prakasha. You don't have to objectify it. You cannot. If you try to look for it, you will never find it. Because you are the looker. The Atma is a very looker. If I see, I am trying to look for what? And human beings, the participants I can see. Swami I can see. Bottle of water I can see. Tapovan Swamiji I can see. But one thing I cannot see are the eyes. How will I find the eyes? By saying that I am not mirror, but the mirror is a reflection of the eyes. So, by noticing that whatever I can see are not the eyes, but the one which is seeing all of them is the eyes. Same principle you will apply. We will notice the 5 koshas, which is till now we are identified with it. We notice the 5 koshas, and I will notice that we are not those 5 koshas. Then just keep this suggestion implanted in the mind. That to which all these 5 koshas are appearing, have always been appearing, that one is I. Atma. You'll never get it in front as an object. But you are that. Sitting straight, relaxed, when you are comfortable, you can close your eyes. Let us breathe normally. Breathing in and breathing out, relaxed. Notice the feeling of the body, where the body touches the chair, or the body touches the feet, touch the floor. Feeling of the body, pressure, the warmth, the sensation inside the body. This is the body. And it is changing, I am unchanging. It is seen, experienced, I am the seer, experiencer. And it is an object, I am the one aware of it. Because it is changing, because it is drishya, seen, because it is not conscious, I, the unchanging seer consciousness, cannot be this body. Naham deha. Relax. Breathing normally. Now fix the attention to the breath. In breath, out breath. This breath coming in and going out is the tip of the pranamaya portion. It is changing. There is in breath, there is out breath. But I is the same one who had the in breath, I am the same one who had the out breath. Not that a different person is breathing out and a different person is breathing in. Same one. Out breath and in breath change, but I am unchanging. I am the witness. I am aware of the breath. I am witnessing the breath. Breath is seen. I am the seer. Therefore, I am different from the breath. I am conscious of the breath. It is coming and going in my awareness. But the breath is not aware. It is not aware of itself. It's not aware of other parts of the body. It's not aware of me, the conscious observer. I, the conscious one, cannot be the non-conscious breath. Therefore, savikaratvat, drishyatvat, jadatvat, naham prana. I am not prana. Let us make our attention more subtle, more inward. What do I find? Remember, what am I searching for? I am searching for myself. When I look inwards, what do I find? Thoughts, feelings, memories. This bundle is called Manomaya Kosha. I immediately notice these thoughts, feelings, memories are continuously changing. I am the same one. Savikara, I am Nirvikara. The thoughts and feelings I can examine, introspect. They are drishya, I am drashta. And I am aware of the thoughts and feelings. The thoughts and feelings are not aware of me or anything else. And chetana, thoughts are jana. Since the thoughts are savikara, drishya, jada, I am nirvikara, sakshi, drashta, and chetana. Therefore, naham mana, I am not the mind. Let us leave the manomaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, annamaya kosha behind us, and let us go deeper. Deeper means more subtle, more inward. What do I find beyond the thoughts and feelings? Intellect. It is the mind, but another part of the mind, function of the mind. Does the intellect change? Vijnana, does it change? Yes. From not understanding, it comes to understanding. It is changing. But I am the same. The one who did not understand and the one who now understands, same one. Can the intellect be observed? Yes. We can observe the workings of our intellect, trying to understand. It is drishya, I am drashta. And intellect is also not conscious, it is jada. I am aware of it, it is not aware of me or anything else. Therefore, I am not the intellect. Intellect is savikara drishya jada. I am nirvikara drashta chetana. Go further, more subtle. Visualize, if you can, no sensation of the external world. I am not seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching anything. Forget the body completely. Forget the prana completely. Forget no thinking, no remembering. Absolute quiet, no trying to understand. Quiet, still, like deep sleep, blank. But that also comes and goes. That is also drishya. That is also jada. Therefore, I am not that. I am not the annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha, anandamaya kosha. Like the 10th man in the story, what is that one which is counting them? That man counted 9 and forgot to count himself. Right now, what is that which is observing body and prana and mana and vijnana and blankness of anandamaya? Do not try to objectify it. Note that it is forever the witness, never the witnessed. That is Sakshi, that is Chaitanya, that is Atma. Gently open your eyes. Look up when you are comfortable. That is the experience of na deha, na indriyam, na prana, na mana, na dheer. Now the next part of the shloka is mamata parirabdhatva, akridatva, idam dhiyaha, it says. What has happened is that why is it that we felt we are this complex of body mind? If it's at all true, I am the witness of this complex of body mind. 5 levels we have seen: physical, vital, mental, intellectual, and the causal. Why didn't we feel I am this? For us, the reason was ignorance. We did not know it. That I am actually separate from all this and witness of all this. We didn't know it until it was taught to us, pointed out to us. See, even after pointing out, after we realize we are the witness consciousness, nothing goes away. Body is still there. Prana is still there. Thank God, otherwise we'd be dead by now. What happened? Call ambulance. What happened? Panchakosha vicharate. Prana stopped. They're dead. No, prana is still there. Mind is there. Intellect is there. Everything is there. But now I am not them literally. They are like a vehicle, like the chariot in Kathopanishad. Like instrument. The chariot will come now to take us to dining hall. So it's an instrument. I am not that. But it's there. I am separate from it. I am the witness consciousness. I am the enlivening, the consciousness giving principle to all of this. So ignorance made us one with body mind. But now suppose we don't have ignorance. After that, will the enlightened one not be able to function with body mind? Even then, the enlightened one will be able to function with body mind. Even then, call it my body, although it's not their body. You are only witness consciousness. You are not the body. Body is not yours also. It's a product of Prakriti. It's a product of Ishvara, a gift of Ishvara, freely given. If you sit on the chariot and go up there and then you refuse to get out of it, it's my chariot now. Maharaj will become annoyed with you. Do Viveka, chariot and participant Viveka, separation. Then enlightened one, why will the enlightened one say, continue with this body mind? He says, akridatva, like a plane. Idam dhiyaha mamata parirabdhatva. Whatever is the object of the cognition, this, object of the cognition, this, and you say, like we say, this table, this book, this phone. What have I done now? I have said, my book, my phone. It's actually this. I, the consciousness, have thrown out a net over it and said, mine. If you do it knowingly, it's a play for you. Play. Out of playfulness, this word of idam, this, has been presented to you. Whose playfulness? And he has said, it's the playfulness of, you can call it playfulness of Maya, playfulness of Ishvara, or the playfulness of the Atman itself, the enlightened being. Your playfulness, or God's playfulness, or Maya's playfulness. Maya Vilasa, Ishvara Vilasa, Atma Vilasa. Your play. How do you play? To play, you, the pure consciousness, must catch hold of this. This what? This body, prana, mind, and throw on it the net of mind. And then interact. But always conscious, you are playing. It's not here. It's not serious. When time comes to let go, you will let go easily. For the other one who has not done this viveka, it's very serious. When time comes to go, you have to, Yamaraj, the god of death, has to tear away. And Yamaraj will say, let go, it's not yours. Who told you this body is yours? And I will not die. I see you, emergency measure, try to save me. Yamaraj is saying, it is my property, why are you holding on to it? I have come to take back my property. You are witness consciousness, Atman. For the enlightened one, kriratva, play. Let go of it playfully also. It's nothing to you. We have done it thousands of times earlier. We are masters of dying. How many times we have died? We are masters of it. But done in ignorance, it was always traumatic and serious. Do it in play. Let go of it. Then Maya also will stop playing with you. This person has realized. No use playing with this one anymore. And stop. Full stop. You are released into your real nature as Brahman. Akrilatvat. You are done? Yeah. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Paramastu. To put the red socks in my pocket. I'll take a book out.